It is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your Divine Feminine read. This is very good, what I'm seeing. I already kind of pre-shuffled and took the cards out. And so I was like, I was just sitting here. I just talk and chat while I wait for some of you all to find it. I went live, although I said I was going live. Listening to this guy named Vashawn Mitchell from his album called Created for This, which is very much entitled almost like what I'm reading for the cards for the Divine Feminine. And saying turning around for me, he's turning it around. Source is turning it around for me. For many of you all, probably now the Divine Feminines, you can feel there is a shift going on in the atmosphere this year. Definitely for us twin flames or divines or whoever that you call yourself go by, is really stepping into our purpose, is really truly like, okay, whatever you felt in your mission or whatever that you feel that you were built for greatness, as he said, like in his title, I was created for this. This is definitely stepping into that and really truly becoming one with that theme. For the Divine Feminines thing that I had here, we got her really feeling the need as I go in the overall energies for the Divine Feminines is when I looked at it, we had the Walking Away card, which is in her bliss. Okay. And she's walking into a garden and she's playfully has this look on there, which is almost like, are you coming with me? Hey, Charm Timeless. Hey, Mimi. Hey, there go my little moderator extraordinaire. Mimi's there in the Sunshine Lounge. Make sure she treat you right over there and go over there. I almost feel like Andy off of watch live or whatever it is that it is. I can hear the song 411. So if you come over there in the lounge, we got over there lemonade and iced tea. We're not drinking. That's what we got over there. Lemonade and iced tea in the Sunshine Lounge. Make sure you mosey on over there and partake and say hi to the Sunshiners that are over there and sitting in the lounge area. Come on over there too as well. Before I get into it as well, the next card that we have here is Broken Hearted, and I'll tell you about what I got cooked up for you all too. I'll take a break in between. So we have Broken Heart. This Broken Heart is she's, when I looked at the cards and they were laying side by side, it was going like this. I got these nails on. Aha! Okay. And this is in opposite. So when I looked and I asked Spirit, I said, well, what is this? What's the message? Where is it going? So look at it. She's walking away from brokenheartedness, which me, I say is brokenness. And deceit is in reverse. What's the opposite? And like the kids. And kids, what is the opposite or the antonym for the word deceit? Which means to be honest or to be truthful. Which is, again, she is walking away. Let me put it back in the order that I had it. She's walking away from brokenness to be in her truth. And this is where the Divine Feminine is. And that's why I said about going with the year and what it's bringing to you is, what is your truth? What is it, the truth about you? What's the truth of why you were sent here? As they say, I was created for this, as in the song there. And he's turning it around for me. Source is turning things around for you because, you know, you too, like I always tell, you know, you all on this channel, I come in when Spirit or Source tells me, okay, it's time for you to go on there and for you to do your cards, to read or give them a message, a channel message for you all. And that's my boss. You have to remember, again, they need you. Divine feminists or divine masculines here, because I know divine masculines you all look too as well. They need you in order to carry out the mission, the things that they have that only you can do it, because you're a special human being that through, again, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, that only you can be able to sell that, or people can get it the way that you give it. It's the way your package deal, because of your charisma or whatever like that, or your charm timeless, that you bring to the table that you can be able to do this. So this is where the overall energies that the divine feminine collectively are. Source says that they want us, hey Kelly, they want us to understand that right now, these are the three areas that they want us to walk into our divine. It's going to help us. We have Rita Cassia, which is she has, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Remember, during these times, these are very saturated. The veil is thin. You can think of something and it can come up. Now, that's a nice shameless plug for me to go right on into what I've been cooking up. I said by me doing these lives, I'm like a teacher. I am able to be able to tap into you all's energies, and I can see where you all, like students, are lacking. And I'm saying, okay, they need help in this. This is what I'm picking up. They need help in this. This is what they need help in. So I sat down and I told Spirit, I said, you know what? I need to bring the sunshiners, divine sunshiners, somebody, some things to help them to survive in the 3D world. We're so busy about the spiritual and we're getting that together. But again, I believe that we need to have balance. I've been saying that for years, that again, we're so spiritual there that we don't master this, the earthly thing. So what I have done now is I am going and collecting people who I know that are good, that can come to talk to you about different various things about living in the 3D. They are not those who come from a they understand they have spiritual background, but their things is to help you all in being able to overcome in the world. So the first person that I have, her name is and I prayed, and she had contacted me on LinkedIn. And I had just prayed, I mean, literally just prayed, Lord, I need you to send me, I need somebody so I can bring some guest people on the playground and for the 444 event. She came and contacted me, gave me her whole spiel on LinkedIn, and I was like, this is it. She is an award-winning professional relationship and life coach, and her name is Michelle Monet. Michelle Monet. And she is a coach. Her thing is that she helps you, she guides people into their self-reflection and teaches them fundamental communications with that helps them to be in long-lasting relationships, not only with ourselves, but with your counterpart. And she's runs the gamut. She does professional, she does relationships, and she's professional life coaching and relationships too, as well. And these are all areas in which we need help in. And I would like her to come in and give her perspective. She's going to be here. She's going to be, I guess, on the playground experience. And she's going to also be a guest on the 444. She's going to speak then too. So I'm lining up. I got another one. I got to confirm her and lock her in. This one has a book out. This, she says she wants to come and speak to you all out. So I got a lot of, we're going to get a lot of varieties to throw at you all to help you all choose. Because if I say this year, my goal was, if I'm going to give you the keys to union, I've got to give you a plethora, just throw them all at you, and then see in the kitchen sink to see which way it is to help you all. Because I always say jokingly to myself, I believe that I am Harriet Tubman of the Twin Flames too, that I tell you, we gonna get this union right, you want it or not. You know, Harriet Tubman was known to pull out a gun to tell you, you coming with me. I don't care, you're not going back there with no name. No, you're not going back, you're divine now. So we ain't going back to being regular 3D human beings. We gonna keep on going, otherwise I'm gonna shoot you. And that's why sometimes I feel like I'm so much a rebel in my voice on here. I'm telling you, we going to get this union. Whatever it is, you're going to be changed, but you ain't going back to the way you was if you're on this channel. That's not an option. Okay, so back to the thing. So please be here again on 7:30 Friday for the playground experience, because she's going to come and give her expertise and talk to us, and she's going to come out and hang out. She's a dynamic lady, dynamic. When I talk to her, we click, and I'm not going to let anybody on the show. And I talked to her, and we vibed and everything, and she told me her background is spiritual, and she believes the same thing, but she said that she finds a way to weave in her spiritual, even in her clientele, with the regular message that she has about building trust in relationships. And that's what we're going to have to need in order when we get back into union, or not reunion, because reunion means go over wherever it is, but when we get back into union, because they're going to come to us new, we got to be able to speak a different language, instead of coming from that mistrust, that we'll be able to come from a trusting background. So when they come to us new, we're not bringing in those 14 hefty bags like we did last time into the relationship. We talk about, now you new, boo, and I'm new. So let's start this. Okay. So this is where we are. Okay. All right then. So it's Central Time. Thank you. Yes, Terry, it's Central Time. Yes, so she's coming here. Trust. She's got good. She's got a thing too as well. I'm waiting for April. She's gonna finish up the flyer, then I'm gonna throw it up there. And she's got her own YouTube channel that she comes on, and she puts little blurbs and things on there. So once she gets together, I'm gonna let April go do her thing. And once she puts it out there, then I'm gonna put all the information about how you can be able to go over to her channel and get a little idea of what she's bringing to the table as well. Okay. So I'm very excited about this series and how Spirit is lending me. So that goes back to what I was saying about the miracles. You got to watch it. It's saturated. Just your thought saturates the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this is where we are. I mean, literally 24 hours, this lady popped up and said, hey, and gave me the whole spiel of what I was looking for a guest speaker for you all. And so that's what I'm saying about it. Watch it. Well, also manifest the DM. But that's a whole different story too as well. But you can do that as well. Oh, that one. That was by accident, but I know I thought the thought, but that was on accident. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to the DM show on that one. So come back when Spirit tells me about the DM, and then I'll give you a little snippet on that one. But this is miraculous times we're working in. Okay. So please understand that the possibilities are endless. That's why you got to watch how you're putting the vibrations out there, because it is very fertile right now times for you to put out things that you want to come. Okay. Next thing, the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. Okay. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity, love. Now, in order for them to say hermits, we know the hermit card is usually going off to themselves. Understand? Uh-oh. Ooh. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It's gonna undo. There we go. All right, then. It's called patience. I don't get all upset anymore, but I'm gonna stop all the movement though. Okay, come on. All right. I'm just gonna be grounded. It's doing something behind this background. I don't know what it is. Okay, come on, spirit. Okay, let me white light. I place white light around this channel. This message will get through to the people that needs to hear it. Okay, it's a lot of energy flooding in, and so then it's doing that. Okay, all right then. So now here we go, and I'll center and ground my energy, because I know it can be just like sunshine. So here, what you're talking about, hermits, where we're going right now is at the point in which we have to now. This is the what's the word, the road less traveled. They're showing me that book cover. This is where we are, where it is now a party before it started flipping flapping, the party of one. This is where it is that we have to, it's going to try to do it again. I'm almost feel like I need to bring out my other one too. Okay, a party of one. So we are getting to the point that it's only just one of us. Okay, one. We're just dealing with the oneness. I don't know why it's freezing and going back and forth. Okay. And so, in order for us to transform the pain, we have to get a centeredness of understanding that we are the center of our universe. Okay. All right, then. So, we then also need to move into the energies of understanding that I am a warrior of love. Okay. My devotion attracts resources and support. Okay. So, now with that, understanding that we have to, anything that we want, that we truly believe that is our bliss, that is something that we want, is we love, like I love this. We've got to be in the point that we're really to fight for it. I think sometimes in the divine feminine energies, sometimes we kind of put our sword down. She's got this sword up above her. It's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to battle. I'm ready to go for war, for love, whatever this thing is, whether it's a person, place, or thing. You've got to get into the energies of understanding that you have to be a warrior of it. And this is where it is, because once you do that, you attract the resources and the support that you need. And that's how I was when I was talking about the young lady. I was dead set on, I said, you know what, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to now get things and help for my people. Once I got into that mode, things have been coming in. Things, people, hey, I can help you out. I just call them up and say, yes, I love to get with this. I love to get on your program. Blah 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 blah. So you've got to get yourself into, okay, divine. Remember, if it chimes, it's divine. You have to get into the mindset of understanding that you've got to have that warrior spirit. She has yellow on here, which lets me know that's the solar plex, where she is now standing in her power. She also has blue here, blue going across the chest. That means, again, you're communicating the desires, the things that you love of the heart. And then she's also got pink around the head, which lets me know, again, you stand in the space of love. You got love on the brain, okay, which is, again, how long we say, I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. So I'm hearing Natalie Cole singing. So you got love on the mind. Rather it's a person, it's a place, or it's a thing. Okay. Now, the heart of the matter that's going on right now for the divine feminine is this, that she's saying again, very soon. I think also what's happening with her is that she's clearly deciding what's happening very soon. Some of the divine feminines are feeling collectively, it's a couple of you all feeling like something's happening. I'm feeling this shift in the atmosphere. Something is about to happen very soon, and I got to get myself on board with it. Some of you all are saying because of the very soon feelings there is bringing you out from this gray area into the light, or into some beautiful colors. Things are becoming colored. Some of it has been draft. Some of you all been saying, I ain't really had a reason, or a reason, or something as like a motivation to make you say, get you out of that funk. Some of you all have been in some kind of way right now with this feelings of things coming very soon. You can feel in the atmosphere that is saturated for manifestation. It is causing you to move from one area to another, or you feeling like, I'm feeling some of them saying, okay, thank you, if the chime is divine, you're going to have to get off the pot and actually do something. Okay. You're also knowing in the heart of the matter is that you got to get to the point that you're forgiving and learning. Okay, the forgiving and learning about the things in the past that you had did because of youthfulness. I used to have a principal, she used to tell me, she said, I just chop it up to youthfulness, that sometimes you just don't know anything when you're young. And then now when you're looking at yourself, this is an older person here. To me, now you have matured, and now you're saying to yourself, you know what, I have to ask myself forgiveness of the things in the past that I didn't know any better, that I was undeveloped in my thinking, that I was immature in my thinking. And so this is where you are. You at the point of you forgiving yourself on that one. I had myself, and even had conversations with myself, and also with the karmic and the whole situation and the divine masculine, saying some things and getting to the point of saying the forgiveness. But now I'm seeing my part that I put in there. This is where some of us divine feminines are collectively. I'm saying everybody part. Before we was, and that's the immaturity. Oh, it's all him. All it's all them. Is they did this, that. And now, if we have become spiritually mature, we're at the point now where we're saying, you know what? Let me be honest. What was my part in it? Okay, I played a part in it as well. So this is where the Spirit is bringing you into that, about that forgiveness and learning, because that kind of thinking there, that's not really a spiritually evolved. A spiritually evolved person is going to look at the whole picture. It's not going to look at it one-sided and say, oh, this is your part, I didn't play a part in it, I'm going to stand back, I see all your faults, I'm judging everything that you did wrong, but I'm not going to look at a spiritually evolved human being would look at all of it and see what their part is in it too. You are playing by you not forgiving and learning from the situation as divine feminines. The problem is that you're playing yourself small. The problem is that you're using old philosophies and ideologies to keep you sustained in your comfort zone, or not moving into the next level, or being able to ascend. You found yourself again in not forgiving and learning. You found yourself parrot. I see a little parrot here. I'm scared to bring it close because that's when it starts freezing. You got this little parrot right here. You find yourself parroting everybody else's idea. Well, yeah, I heard turn the other cheek, but I ain't doing that. I'm not gonna practice all that stuff of forgiving and stuff. You practicing and listening to what other people have done about why you shouldn't forgive, and understanding that you're divine. That means you come from a whole different place of forgiveness that, again, is unconditional. Yes, you remember what they had did. You as a divine are able to look behind the person's actions and see where they came from. You're able to put yourself in practice compassion and empathy. No, you're not a fool. No, you're not putting yourself out there to say, oh, beat me up again. Okay, let me go ahead and lay myself out there so you can do it all over again. But you're coming from a place of understanding that, hey, I did not like what you did again, but then I can forgive you, and I've learned what my part is, and I learned your part in it, and I learned the lesson. So I got the lesson and the blessing, and I'm out. Okay, this is where it is. This right here, by you not forgiving and learning, you're like this giraffe. You stuck in this small little home here, which you're too big for it. Because again, if you're divine, you're too big for that type of thinking there. Okay, and your future self is saying, come on out of there. That's not us anymore. That's the old way of doing things. So this is the heart of the matter for the divine feminine collectively. Also understanding that you need to give your relationship a chance. You at the heart of the matter, some of you all know that when it comes to the divine masculine, or you want a divine love, it's time for you to honestly give it a chance. You've been scared. Again, the 2020 COVID has scared a good amount of everybody that's in there. And now it's like, it's time for them to say, come out wherever you are. Okay, Red Rover, divine feminine, it's time to come over. Okay, you got chaos and conflict. You are in chaos and conflict. That's from what I'm feeling is coming from the world. My heart chakra is itching. You're in chaos and conflict from the world. Okay, because that was topsy-turvy. Last 2020, hey, you didn't know which way was up. You didn't know what to do, how to do it. You like, hell, I'm trying to master the damn spirituality within myself and what's going on with the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies within myself and outside myself. Let alone here now you just slapped on this COVID and this outbreak that's going on now. And so now I got to learn how to master the outward stuff. It's like, come on now. I feel like a person like this. I'm like in between like this. Okay, which way I master? Do I master the spirituality? Do I master this? Do I master spiritual? Okay, but I ain't got no toilet paper. Do I master? But I ain't got no Lysol. Do I spare this? I ain't got no paper towels. It's like, okay, how can I master both of these things? So out of this chaos and conflict, with even the world is kind of like, it's still going on with the things that's going in government and politics. I'm not going to linger on that because we all know what's going on with that. But again, that's coming in. But some kind of way throughout all of that, you're finding your things doesn't fall apart. I don't know why they bringing me books today. Now I'm seeing things fall apart book. Okay, you have wanted your freedom, but things were falling apart back then when you wanted, and because of the chaos and the conflict and the energies that was going on. It was nothing that you can draw any kind of knowledge or any kind of resources from. The desert was dry, like a dry desert. It was nothing out there for you to go on. And if you would move forward, things will crumble. You're moving out of that space now. Now you're saying, you know what, man, I want to give not even just relationships. The spirit keeps on leading me to tell you all of my 18. Like, we're not just talking about persons today. We talk about relationships. I mean, how do you relate? How do you connect with the person, the place, and the things around you? Some of you all need to give it a chance. Some of you all have been so cut off from what's happening in the world with the pandemic that you have not been able to connect or to make those connections in whatever things that you want to see change in the person, place, or thing. This is where they're saying they want you to start now getting into, is understanding those connections. It's time for you to make a chance. Okay, you've been talking about you going to write that book. Okay, well, okay, you need to start making some connections, right? Okay, you're going to do that book. Okay, you've been talking about you're going to try to finish up school. Okay, well, guess what? You got to start making some connections. You got to start relating to folks now. Now you got to start calling the school, get friends with the counselor at there. Hey, yes, me. Yeah, I know I talked to you about it last week. I was kind of in between, pussyfooting around. And my dad talked about pussyfooting. You was kind of one foot in, one foot out. No, I'm serious today. You know, come on and give me the enrollment. How much is the enrollment fee? This is what we're talking about, the relationships. Give things a chance now. This is the chance now that you need to do, okay? You need to make an effort. This leads right into my next card. Make an effort. Okay, the divine masculine energies here. Some of you are the divine masculine. I'm feeling that too. Again, if we're talking about a person, is really actually going to start making the effort. Okay, you got to watch. I will tell you, divine feminines, watch your reaction. Okay, because some of you all is going to be like, okay, that's that. Stop kissing me, or stop holding me, or stop talking to me, or whatever like that. And inside, you know, soon as that bugaboo again clicks off the phone, you like, like Sandra from 22 Seconds. Sandra. Did you call me, Tiger? Okay, so my thing is watch your little reaction to this, because I'm picking this up very strongly for some of you all. What the divine masculine does, and you manifest them, because they already say it's saturated. Be ready, okay? Let's not be again act like you Lady Gaga playing poker face. So you like, okay, I'm just there. You know you got a bad hand, but you know you trying to fake it off like this hand looking real good, but your hand is bad. We're not doing the poker face with the divine masculine. You want him to be honest, and you talk about your truth. We said that earlier. If you want him to be honest again, and you're in your divine feminine energies, remember you've got to be honest. You got to live the truth. You got to peel stuff off and just come. Okay, now let's come. You talking, I'm talking, but I'm not putting on no mask, no extra, or whatever is that. Say your truth. Stand in your truth. But watch also the lingo too as well, that you're not into your ego. But I'm just giving you a little advice about that too as well. Listen to where they're coming from. Then you know, they show me double dutch. Listen to them first. Find the rhythm like double dutch. You know, you got to listen to it. Then you can come in and say, okay, now I can jump in. Don't just jump in and don't know if the rope is up or down or whatever like that. Listen to the divine masculine first as far as what he's saying. Then you can know what you can do, because some of them are going to be coming this week with the truth themselves, because this is what the overall energies too as well. So pay attention to that too, again, because this is going to help you to make the effort. It's going to help you get a deeper knowing. And what I feel from what they talk about deeper knowing, it's going to help you to get a deeper knowing about what's going on with your divine masculine from the conversation, from the interaction. So that's why I want you to say, just shut up. You know, just listen. Like my mom said, listen to what they're saying, what they ain't saying. Read in between the lines there. Don't be so quick to speak. Okay, like one of my clients' higher self told me, because I couldn't hear. She said, shh, hush, child. Don't be so quick to speak. And I was like, oh, okay, all right then. That's when I do the past life regression, higher one. It's interesting. What comes out of them says. That's why I love doing the past regressions, because when you speak to my higher self, you know you're talking to source or whoever it is working with them here, extraterrestrial, whatever you want to call it, high, these wise ones. That's that. But anyway, back to what I'm saying again. Listen, so you can really get a hearing, because remember, you divine. He know, especially you know them like nobody else knows. You can know what they're saying, what they're not saying, and say, oh, now I can put the pieces. Connect all the little dotsies together as to what's been actually going on your end and behind the scenes, or why I've been feeling that way. Oh, that's why my stomach being there. Oh, that's why I've been having the headache. You've been underneath some pressure over there with the karmic. Now I see why I got that headache. You know, it's like she been making you think awfully hard. You know, so the thing again here, did a deeper knowing, because again, you're getting wiser. Okay, you're moving in and you're trusting your what? Your intuition and your awareness. Those are the two key things here. You're moving away from that illusion. That's why I was wondering when I was parking my car. I kept maybe that's how I say illusion. Ooh, 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 ah, illusion. It's just a illusion. Remember that? Amongst this confusion. So again, it's just an illusion. You got to make the effort. Don't fall for the okie doke. Because some of you all are all about that. Well, I see him on Facebook. I don't know why he up there contacting me. I see him Christmas time and him and all his family in their pajamas. I don't know why he's trying to contact me. Let's hear him out and see what's going on, because you might get a good understanding. He might even tell you, listen here, that was, I don't know why she made me do that. I didn't want to. Do you notice in the picture I was way over there and her and the kids is over there? I ain't gonna take that damn picture. You know, you don't know what's happening, you know. So that's why I say listen. Okay, I'm very much directed to you all to tell y'all to listen. In your thinking right now, you at the point in this energy here, it came in reverse. So you're moving out the energy of like being in the jungle. I don't know why I'm hearing this song. Welcome to the jungle. So not that one, but it's like they say, blackboard jungle. Okay, so they showing me the movie with Sidney Poitier. Okay, you've been getting some lessons. There's been a lot of wild kind of like things going on, because that classroom was untamed. But Sidney Poitier came there and helped them to get themselves together. And then the kids was all over the place. So right now you think of with everything that's going on, and this will represent the chaos. Okay, you feel like your back is up against a wall. Okay, you feel like she's got this hunter thing on to me. Every time I see it's hunted, but some kind of way, even in this situation there, I see this as almost like a picture of like a Buddha. You still finding a way to even to get spirituality, and it's got that piece even in 3D. You're getting mastery, so it's queen, so you're mastering and over what's happening in the earth. You did feel like your back was against the wall. I'm seeing here like she's open here. This is about self-love. When you see the breast, to me, and its openness, it's about the self-love there too. Trying to love yourself in the amongst the midst of all of this chaos and confusion that's going on here. Okay, but then still knowing, and that with your back up against the wall, spirit is still there. Some of you all, spirit is saying, I'm picking this up, spirit saying, I'm the one that put the wall there. So like you say, if anybody gonna be mad at it, I'm the one that put the wall there. Some of you all, again, there's a wall, some things that they stopped you. They said, again, that's why you didn't get in forward movement, because their spirit said, I put the wall there. Okay, because it's something that you needed to learn. It's like, stop, get a groundedness as to where you are specifically right now. Okay, in your feelings, divine feminines collectively, you all are moving out of the feelings, because this is in reverse of being inadequate. Okay, and saying, I'm going, it's going to do it again. Stop. Okay, feeling inadequate. Okay, so in the inadequacy that you have there, you're feeling as if you were once upon a time going up a hill, but you weren't getting any you know, the traction was working against you. I'm trying to move, but it feels like I'm chugging like little train could, that going up, and you like, if I could just release and let go of this stuff. I pick up also intuitively. I'll change your Michael, help me out with this computer, and Gabriel. Is also, to me, what I'm picking up is that you have to learn how to be able to go up the incline regardless of you having this. Because some of you all, you know, and I know that, and I prayed that prayer too, that say, please release it, you know, just like Jesus said in the Garden of Gethsemane, if you can all can, if you could take this bitter cup from me, can you please do it? And so it's like, you know what you got to do. I got to go through it, don't I? Yep. You know what's going to happen at the end. You're not doing it for you, you're doing it for the world. Now, I'm not saying you got to do martyrism, but what I'm saying is that some things you just got to go through, and you got to learn how to push through it, even though you got this extra baggage. Okay, you got to learn how to do that, because there's some things that even I would say, even as it happened to me, and so it's just like, nope, you just got to learn how to deal with it. with that person. Let's say they like I got a student in my classroom and she's a little interesting. And you know, at first I was kind of clashing back and forth with her. And then Spirit just told me, you know what, I had seen the movie with Helen Keller and her teacher, and how, you know, I knew how people on the outside was looking at her. Her family had thought that the teacher was being cruel to her, and you know, looked like she was again trying to take her power away from her. And so I was saying, you know what? I said she's not doing that. If they will really look and see what she's actually doing, she's empowering her, not taking her power away from her. And so I said, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do with my students. Instead of when she's doing things wrong and she interrupts and things like that, I'm gonna make sure that I am empowering her. That's the same thing that it is, but I can't get rid of her because she's my student. But I got to find a way of how I can make it a learnable lesson for her and for myself in the process. That's inadequate. That's me going up higher, trying to sing, but still having that going along with me. That's the same thing. And there's something in Divine Feminine's life, if you think about it, saying something you've been wishing you could get rid of, and Spirit's like, no, I want you to deal with it. You got to push through it. It's no getting rid of it. That's a part of you. But you've got to learn how to make the best of that situation. Okay. You feel, now this didn't come in reverse. You feel unfulfilled. Some of you all feel unfulfilled here. Okay. This is again in your feelings. This is where you are. You feeling as if that you are dissatisfied, incomplete, and purposeless. Okay, to me, that's an illusion. I will tell you again, look at things again, especially with how things are now and you're in manifestation mode. If you're listening to this message, this will let you know that then you are not purposeless. Right now, you need to sit down. I can hear Kathy D. Maybe you need to journal, think about it, meditate on it, and see about what are some things that hey Benita, I just have to look over and look and see about what things to you that you need to kind of draw upon. That Spirit has been, there's a couple of you all I'm picking up instinctively. Spirit been saying, I've been tapping on you about the same thing and you ain't moved off your ass. Yes, Spirit did curse at you. He said, I've been talking to her about the same thing. You know who you are. And say, you have not moved off. And keep on saying, if I get off the pot. Who talks like this? My dad don't talk that way. But it was one of these ancestors around. It sounded like it might have been my mom's aunt. So you ain't getting off the pot. You still on it, but you ain't got off the pot. You ain't did it. They saying either pee or do number 2 and get to moving. Stop up that waist and go on here with life. You know who you are. I don't know who this is, but they keep on telling me you ain't did what they done told you to do. Now you know who you are. Okay. Now I forgot. I did pull out some cards at the bottom of the pile for this one, for the energies for the heart of the matter. It was wedding. This situation involves marriage. Some of you all know that with your divine masculine, stop playing around there. You know that he is wanting true commitment with you. Don't matter about what the illusion is going on with it. You know, you got to get to the point and let Spirit to handle that. You know, Spirit came to me, and I mix in my trigger warnings in here because y'all think y'all slick. Y'all don't watch the trigger warnings like you should. Some of you all are brave, and you do watch the trigger warnings, and I thank you. But I had to find ways. I had to slip it in on my readings so you can be able to get it, because some of you all kind of a little scary. But I'm gonna say this. Some of these divine masculines ain't really scared about losing you. I'm going to say this again. Some of you all's divine masculines are not scared about losing you. They are more believing in you all getting back together than you. I'm going to let you marinate on that for a second. I mean, literally, I felt that. And the divine masculines told me, say, we ain't really worried. we know we going to get together. We ain't worried. She more worried than we are. I said, well, excuse me. Say, no, I'm not worried about it. I really ain't. They say, like a mustard seed. If they got that much faith, like a mustard seed, some of these divine masculines they got more mustard seed faith than you do. Yes, I triggered you. And I'm not invoking no violet flame either. They kept on telling me that the other day. They say, we believe more than you all sometimes about that we're going to get together, no matter how this is looking. No matter I'm in this marriage and look like I've been in here forever. no matter what. Okay. So here, they know that they got this serious commitment. They know that wedding or marriage is on the table. They know that this is what's going to happen. Okay. Because they know with this is where you are they happy. Some of them, this did come in reverse, is moving into their energies that understand, oh my God, she's my source of my happiness. Like I can really celebrate things with her. She helps me move into new worlds. When I think of new dimensions, it's different. I mean, I ain't used to where she's taking me, but it's a new dimension of things. It's like another thing, and she has the key to unlock things within me. And so this is why, again, I'm really moving into this energies of saying again of true commitment, and some of it is leading on to marriage. Okay. He says this, and he popped in. The Divine Master came in, slipped in, and said, right now I'm healing for some of you all. I'm healing family issues. And right now, that's my concentration. I'm trying to get this all out my system. Okay. And some of this stuff is dealing with how I'm treating my children. I'm healing through that. Okay. And some of it could be also about how emotionally between these two age periods, how my father treated me. So between this age period and this age period, the divine masculine has some issues that had been brought up or had done to him between these two age periods of these little girls here. I can't get too close. That has to do with their father. Okay. That's something that just brought to me right there, and I channeled that. Okay. Also understanding that he's saying right now he's trying to, again, in his emotions, be able to stay optimistic and seeing about how he's going to be bringing something to the table, because he see you bringing things to the table. He see you have your eyes on the prize. And so this is where he's moving into. So he's moving to the energies of understanding that he wants to stay optimistic about love life. And he wants you to do this too. First thing when I pulled this card, it came out, he said he wants you to stay in. You need to divine feminine, rather it's whatever way it goes. Again, you got to stay high vibe. Stay optimistic is another way of staying in high vibe. I seen another thing program, and I love the way this video put it, say you are actively waiting. And I said, I like that. Although it sounds like an oxymoron, because you're like, how can you be active and waiting at the same time? It was like clashing. But I like that. Actively waiting. Okay. So you want the divine masculine, you want the union. If you chime, it must be divine. So again, they like that. Does divine masculine say, yes, we like that. You want the divine masculine. You want the person, place, a thing. Okay, we'll add that on into that as well. Then you need to be, until it gets there, you need to be actively waiting. What does actively waiting mean for you? Okay, actively waiting means I'm actually doing something while I'm waiting. Okay, and so that is where you need to get into that space. And again, going into this bliss, walking away from that brokenness, the brokenheartedness, and standing into your truth. On this journey, what you have here is, remember, I'm an hour show, folks. Remember also, it is, I was reminded of your scent recently. Some of the divine feminines have now been really, I say even beyond scent, really getting these signs for the divine masculine, things of really this telepathic communications, things people are saying, swearing you're looking in crowds. Oh, excuse me, somebody got to release something just a little bit. You're having a hard time releasing, because I had a hard time releasing that belch. And excuse me. Understanding that you're seeing them places. You're seeing things reminding you of the divine masculine. This is where you are. Okay. This is, again, reminding you of him. So again, some of you all are getting nostalgic, okay, when it comes to divine masculine. And then some of you all are saying to yourself, guess what? You know what? I care too much about what others think right now. And some of that's where you are. Some of you all that is other people that's stopping you from, okay, well, I kind of look like a fool if I'm kind of still holding on to the dream about this divine master being with him after everything he's done. I'm kind of worried about how my friends would think. I'm kind of worried about maybe even how my own self think, but more so about outside things. What I'm worried about what's going on, because you know my divine masculine, he's married now, and should I be desiring a married man? This things I'm just saying out here. He's really with that person. They seem like it, and you know I'm worried about what people think. People think that I'm over here just holding on and actively waiting on somebody who's in a committed relationship. you know, or they with this karmic thing, you know, the way they treated me and the things he told me. I seen it on somebody's Facebook, and it's like the divine masculine blocked me, told me don't he call me ever in life, it's over, you know. But after he had said all this stuff, and I say, fine, I'm gonna block you too, boo. How about that? Catch me outside. Now afterwards, then I want to be with him. How do what people think? And I did this public display on Facebook, but I still want him. How that sound? How that I don't think that gonna go over too well with my friends. You back with him? I thought y'all SY. You know, that's where some of you all are. Some of it's religious things. Some of you all are spiritual things. Some things that you know it is. Either it's friends, it's family. I'm picking up his family that's saying things too that make you say, oh, you know, I don't think they're gonna be too cool on me going back to so and so. Okay. I was listening to a show they had on Saturday mornings on Spotify, the Daily Wellness. And they were talking about, it was a young couple, and I talked about them, and they were college sweethearts, and they got together, they broke up, they couldn't get it together, and they came in on again, off again. He married somebody, she went and married a woman, and I said, okay, that's a plot twist right there. And so then they came back together. He had a child, they had a child together. And at the same time, they like they were getting back together, and their family's like, oh no, 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 no. I don't think y'all should do that. It didn't work last time. I don't think it's gonna work this time. And they say they had to make up in their mind. It's like, but what everybody else thinks, family members or friends, they don't want to see us together. But we said we wanted to try this again. We didn't really give it an honest try. We was too young. We really want to do it right this time. And so this is what we are going to do. And they made up their mind. They made their own little cocoon and bubble. They even seeked out why they were having the show is because the lady was a therapist. And she was helping them to kind of get their relationship back on track because he had communication problems, and because of the things he had did and hurt her and shut her out. She had problems trying to communicate and understand where he was coming from. So my point is on that again. Sometimes some of you all, it might be, for me to go into that, I feel some of you all is scared about what the family is going to think. And, you know, you got to get that point where you are locked in and say, no, we're going to make sure this works. When you're talking about the connection, nice segue into this. When you talk about the connection, some of you all feel, again, in order for you all to have this cup of love, there's got to be some flexibility on both ends. You got the 3 here, okay? 3 of Cups. And I'm not talking about 3 of Cups, the energies, I'm talking about 3 of Cups, like spirit, soul, and body. You, the divine feminine, divine masculine, and spirit makes 3. Okay, that 3rd energy. Okay, we'll say, why I hear somebody say baby makes 3. Could be 2 again. Somebody talked about, I seen somebody else's videos talk about fertility. Some of you all, they want to get you pregnant, or you are having a baby. Yeah, that would be 3 there too as well. So again, for the divine masculine, he understands he needs to really embody being in his bliss when it comes to the success. You want the divine masculine to truly be in bliss when it comes to you. You understand when it comes to you, in order for you all both to be flexible, you've got to be able to have really healthy communications. Your communications has got to be together, and you all both got to focus in on each other. And I see yellow on his head. He's got to know and stand in his identity, because some of the divine masculine energies don't kind of really know what their true identity is. And I see a blue here, which looks like a feather in his cap as well. Old young dude, a feather in his cap. Well, he was honorable, very of integrity, honesty. And so that's something, again, that the divine masculine has got to move into that energy. We got the 5 of Pentacles here. Some of you all know when it comes to this connection, like, whoa, stop, hold the presses, wait, pump your brakes, homeboy, gym shoe. You're moving a little too fast there. You know, you saying, okay, here you go. You're looking for nurturing. He's reaching for the breast. You want intimacy. And some of you all is like, you know, you kind of looking like in the position like, no, I don't want to be in this, but the divine masculine got his legs all wrapped around you. So about, no, you up in this connection. We in this for life. We go together. You know, rather he is in the 3D, but in spiritual, we go together. Okay, come on. We go together. All right. See, I can't put the card up that close. So again, we go together. Okay. And so that means you got to be able to, okay, that's what it was done. It's been updated in the background. That's what it was updating stuff. Don't update no more unless I ask you to. So again, this is what it is that it's doing here again. I'm sorry, this is what it's doing. Grab the wrong card. Again, here is helping also for the divine master to be comfortable in his communications, and because I see pillow here in his heart space. Also in his mind, he's got to be thinking, being in this relationship, I'm in my bliss. Being in this relationship with her, I'm in my bliss. Some of them, according to this, is having problems, and that's why he's not able to make the connection. Also, we got 14 here of cups here, which is, again, we got the elephant. So it's a nostalgia. We letting some of the things of the past kind of help ride us into the future here. Okay. And the divine feminine feels like, again, when we think about things that's in the future, she's going this way and they're going that way. It's really going back this way. This is the past. That would look like the other way. But anyway, that's not forward. To me, that's the past. So again, that's nostalgia. It's always the divine feminine taking control. It's the divine feminine working on who's her identity, who she is. The divine feminine is always the one that's grounded and rooted. And the divine masculine is thinking about, well, maybe I should get grounded in, is that an orange? No, she's red. He's in the interesting color. Okay, I think it's rooted. I think I should get rooted. I think I should get grounded and stuff. I think I can, but you ain't doing. And the divine feminine here in her head space is like, when I'm with the divine masculine, I got to keep myself in my heart space. I got to keep my in my heart space. So that's kind of the cup that you all wanted to offer. But when I'm looking here with this elephant and it's going the opposite, to me, I got a problem with it going in the direction of the past. So this is something about what's going on in the past with the divine feminine. What I'm doing for time. Okay. All right then. So let me run through this real quick. What is going on in the 3D for the divine feminines? Clear. Okay, so the divine feminines feel like, hey, I need a time out from all this, what's going on, because we did talk about conflict, okay, earlier. Conflict is going on. Time out, time out. The interest, he's got like a school jacket on, which remind me of, let's see, varsity. It's like, you know what? I'm getting divine. I'm up there. I'm like a senior now. I'm getting a little seasoned as a twin flame. I got my little varsity with acting with twin flame on it, divine on the back here. And so right now you're saying the time out from all these lessons. Like I've elevated. I'm like in high school. I'm not in elementary school. I'm going up. And so now we're at the point that we're talking about it's like time out for this. Hold on. All this learning all day right now. And especially time out for divine masculine, time out from what's going on in this 3D, and time out from all this thinking. Okay. You're seeing a lot of right now in the 3D here is a lot of synchronicities. It's going on. We talked about that early, divine feminine. A lot of synchronicities is going on between divine feminine and the divine masculine. Okay. We said that rather telepathy, seeing things, symbolisms, things like that. Ooh, wow. What the what? We got the bitch. Uh-oh. Okay. We got to investigate that. How this come out here? This was going on and taboo. It's some things that we have been dibbling and dabbling in that seem like we feel like we like a little kind of some things that we know is a no-no. We've been dibbling on. Okay, clear. I need some explanation on this, the bitch. What that about? Uh-oh. So some of us in the Twin Flame Collective, that's interesting, that's bottom of, I'll show that later. We got some message of concern about who the bitch is in the community. This is the community. The message hard. Her. Okay, this goes several ways. I'm just going to talk it out until it reels me up into this here. Okay, so we got a message of concern. Now, this could be some of us been acting maybe a little itchy. I'm going to put it this way. Instead, let's talk about what we said before. Let's talk about what our part is, and let's talk about their part. Some of us been acting a little itchy about something. We got a message of concern. Okay, this thing has to link in with the community, which is about family, how our interaction is being a part of a family, soul family, or family at work. Our part, we've been kind of playing a little kind of right there on the borderline of that. We got some things from source telling us a message that tells us that we got to kind of watch it. So some of us may be dealing with still a little bit like Kathy D, that coffee part of our distorted self is still there. Okay, still there, and we still got to work on that. Okay, we still got to work on that coffee pot that's still there because she's in the dark, which means there's some shadow work that we still got to work on. Okay, that's what's going on with the divine feminine. I feel like that's kind of it. I would say I could toss it out there about that one, but it's not. It's about a coffee pot and your shadow and some little bit of that distorted. The bitch would be the distortedness. That one that you can turn in and say, you kiss my ass, and whatever like that. That little part there that's got to be smoothed out just a little bit. Get them rough edges out of there. Can I understand what's this taboo though? Taboo is what? What's the taboo about that? Keep on saying it's something about what you think you're doing is wrong. It's like a no taboo. So we got despair. So whatever it is messing with you because you got a dog kid. It's messing with your loyalty. And it's putting you in despair. And it's making you feel not hiring, which means that like nobody's going to take you in because of this taboo. Whatever it is that you feel that is a no. It's making you feel like you're concerned too. You're concerned again. It's concerned here about this taboo. About this no, whatever it is, you got to put a death to it. You got to put some arrangements to it. Because I always say this look like a person in the death in the funeral parlor that needs to put some arrangement in. You got the flowers here for serenity and put peace on the table about this. Because right now, understanding that whatever that you feel like this is a no, and that goes back to this playing yourself small again. Maybe the taboo, maybe going on this journey may be taboo to you. It's like, nah, I can't. Just like I went to the rant and talking about earlier about, where he married, where he in a committed relationship, where he told me I can F off or whatever it is that he had told you. And you're like, what people gonna think on that? That's a taboo. That's a no, because all my friends gonna be saying I'm crazy. All my family members gonna say it's crazy. But they're telling you again, like, if you could get a handle on this, there's wealth in here. Spirit said they're giving you downloads about this. They're going to really bless you through this thing. Because again, it's going to help you to be able to move, have movement in this twin flame journey. And it's going to help you have movement with this divine masculine too. I've been saying I was going to do it. I might do that, but I'm going to make people pay for that. I'm going to talk about twin flames in marriage or dealing or communicating with relationship, but I'm not putting it out here. Not for everybody to come on here and do that, because everybody ain't ready, and I'm not looking for people putting all that crazy ass, excuse my friends, I can see the divine masculine, we blended because he do more cussing than I do. No crazy ass comments on the side there about that. Oh my God, you scared it, yeah, you going to hell and blasphemy. I'm not doing that. So I will. Spirit had told me to play $3.90 and make you all pay $3.99 for it. Yes, you're gonna have to pay for it because I'm not putting it out here for everybody to get access to it. That's the NO to the NO to the NO about what's my slant on that. Okay, so in order for you to be able to do that, again, it's going to help the divine masculine to have movement on this journey. Because you stop thinking about something. It's something about it you think is a no, and spirit is saying, I'm telling you, you got the okay about it. But you keep on saying it's a taboo. No, I'm not gonna release it now. Somebody's trying to drop. Like, can you tell me? No, you got $3.99. you go to Starbucks or whatever like that. You got that. And I'm gonna keep it at $3.99. It's really cutting me on the end because once PayPal and the rest of them take their fees out, it ain't gonna be but $3.25 that I'm gonna get. But anyway, it don't matter, and that's not your concern. Okay, let's move on. Okay, what time is it? 58 on that one. No, I don't need to investigate no more about that. I could get nosy. Hold on a second. I'm going to get nosy. Oh, I'm getting hot. Spirit is here. Ding dong. Spirit is here. I'm getting hot. He didn't step into place. Woo, he was here before, but this is spirit, like Holy Ghost. Here, we got this. All right. So in your actions, divine feminine, you got to get into believing. Got to believe. Got to. All right. When you believe, miracles. When you believe, do 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 miracles. When you believe, well, that one was do 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 when you believe. All right, you got to observe. Say Spirit said you got to observe. You got to get into the action of believing. You got to get in the mode of observing. I told you. Go ahead and let the divine masculine talk to you, but you got to observe. You got to listen to what he's saying and what he's not saying. Got this gossip here. You got conflict. That go back to that taboo here. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna be the talk of gossip if I do X, Y, and Z. Okay. Again, what did he just tell you about the taboo here? Some of them feel like they're gossiping about you. I don't know what it is. There's a conflict about you. Think people will talk about you. Well, hey, what somebody say? If they ain't talking about you, then you know you ain't standing about nothing. You're not going about doing nothing. That's my grandma. I can hear her talk about. Well, then you ain't doing about something. What's the saying? Bring it to me. When it's almost like when you're doing it, but I'm mixing both of them. It's like when you're doing something, then you really, if they're talking about you, then you're really doing something. She kind of edited it. That's it. That's what happened. Woo, Lord, have mercy, it's on me. Again, emotionally, some of you all are stressing about some things collectively. Okay, you got to get the wheel to turning, people. You got to turn the wheel. In order for you to turn the wheel, you got to do faith without action is dead. You got to make some action in order for the things to get to turning here. Terrifying. You got to get into your highest power as far as the divine masculine energy, especially in the 3D world, as far as making things spiritually coming into the power of bringing these things together. Okay. This is where you are. I said an hour show, but I think I'm a little long. Okay, I got to do my contact. So let's go into the solutions. Something on here make me want to kind of, somebody got to get rid of some stuff here. All of a sudden, I feel kind of like I want to regurgitate, like, some stuff. Okay. All right, then. So what is the life changes for the divine feminine? Okay, we're going to ride a little bit long. You're going to be all right. Clear. What are some life changes that the divine feminine is going on with collectively this week? Again, support. Okay, so when I'm talking about support, again, getting that support, that's just like me going and finding somebody to help me, the resources and the tools to help me about what's going on and what I want to bring it to the table. For you all allowing that to do that, stand in your power. When you stand in your power, you attract the support that you need. Okay, so you did, and the resources that you need, rather the spirit is your soul. So I'm praying they saying spirit, soul, and body. Whether it's your spiritual team coming, rather it's your soul family coming to help, or body, somebody actually that's not part of what you call your soul family, but just somebody from the 3D that's coming and helping you. Those are the three things. Again, transform the way in which you're getting your downloads, how you're getting the information. Again, you got to eliminate some things because this butterfly is in brown. So he's eliminating things and he got a little touch of red there. So he's got to get grounded in some things. And then also about, also they bring it to me, they saying boundaries. Some of y'all got to work with them healthy boundaries. Them saying no, understanding no is a full sentence, full stop, nothing else. Some of you all, that's where you got to get to. You got to work with that. Again, orange is, it got a little tinge of orange in there. So I'm saying again, how you connected. We talked about that again, relationships, your connections, healthy, being able to manifest that. And then on the foundation of all is your heart. What resonates with your heart is the person coming to me is my resources that helping to resonate and align with my heart, with heart intelligence. So that's the next thing. What things do you need to surrender? We almost there at the finish line, people. Okay. What do we need to, again, in order for us to surrender? What do we need to surrender? Clear. Surrender your addictions. Okay. All right. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addictions and replace it with healthier alternatives. Right. With the addictions is bad habits. Do bad habits. Do dum 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 dum. Bad habits. I hear Usher. Bad habits. Do so you got some bad habits like that. You got to work on that. You ushering, usher, but ushering and doing it. You gotta get rid of that right there. Bad habits to me also for me would be bad thinking. Like after something happens, always bracing and knowing something bad is going to happen, or again, everything's something good and you say, oh no, I'm gonna follow back. I know that ain't gonna work. I knew it. I done talked to that lady. That lady ain't gonna want to come on this show. She see what we doing because we doing twin flame. She don't know nothing about no twin flame. She ain't gonna want to do this show with us. She gonna cancel last minute. I know it. I know. You know, that's all that extra stuff like that. That's bad things. And sometimes it does come in after kind of talking in. It is what it is. God brought her, source brought it to me. Why we thinking like that? It's little things like that, okay, that you all got to kind of work on. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. It might not be the hardcore. Some of you all, it is. Hey, that's a secret between you and me, divine sunshine, your auntie, or whichever way you want to put it. That's our secret. But you got to develop. You got to see. You got to change that around. Having somebody saying bad temper. I heard somebody say bad temper right here. Bad temper, impatientness, them is addictions. Because some of us like, I'm addicted to, come on, y'all, take it too long. Come on now, y'all. Now. Okay, forget it. I'm gone. They're like, well, I'll be damn. What happened to sunshine? That I told y'all to be out here at 8:50. Y'all, it's 8:52. I'm going to the club. Y'all on your own. Find your way to get there, boo. You on your own. You know, like, okay, that's addiction too, because you're trying to control things. So you got to kind of watch that as well. Okay. All right, then. What are some exact keys that you got to do? Clear. Let me do less on the talking, but I have to. You remember, I do coach you all. Coach, I teach, and I preach on you all. Okay. Ooh, I love it when it does this. This is the thing that you got to do. So I said, here's your 1, 2, 3 punch. Okay, we into the steps now. We into the steps. So if you didn't last this long, if I was you, I'd stay right here because we into the steps now. This is what Source said you got to do. Okay, you got to keep your mind stayed on thee. What I mean, the divine master. Keep that mind about the lovers, the coming together again. It's just you and me against the world. Okay, that's that. That's first thing. Love. Stay in loving. I love this thing. I love what I'm doing. Right? It's person, place, a thing. Stay in love. Stay in love. And they say stay engaged. Stay in love and stay engaged in it. Okay. Find your strength here. Understand how you can be able to mirror and bring in the truth. Two, your courage. You get your ego in check. Make sure that also, like a lamb, you're following the master's voice. What do you mean by the master's voice? Listening to the downloads, listening to what source is telling you, and you're following it. Okay, because I could have had a lady from LinkedIn and they contacted me and said, oh, okay, you from LinkedIn, I don't know you. Click next person. But then when I read it, I said something. I'm seeing she got like a little heart around it. I said, she tapping in something about this. This is something else here. This, I don't think I should be clicking off of this. Reach out to her. This means something. So again, get yourself together with that and seeing she's got the affinity sign, seeing how things are flowing too, as far as your strength flowing to and back to that person, making sure that it's an equalness when you're talking about you standing in your strength. Watch how that strength and that power is flowing within you. Okay, you want to create that balance too. Okay, especially when you talk about this ego, because this ego could be a little interesting thing. Remember also that they say magician. Remember, I told you earlier, this is manifestation. The veil is thin, extra thin. So that means wherever you think the thought, she can pop up. I just like told you, 24 hours, the lady popped up. I just said that, oh, I need somebody, and bam, she contacts me with that. So again, stir up the energies in your universe. Create those things. See it almost like I'm saying, what's that? It was what Tom Cruise was in, and they was doing some things and they could move, slide things and move and do all that things. Or even in that little movie that I told you all, Jingle Jangle, where he's literally seeing the mathematical problems moving in front of him. Is like this time MC squared times the 4 to the 4th power to this is the formula for possibilities. You know, this kind of like those things, moving things around and actually seeing things formulate. A lot of daydreaming, a lot of thinking. This is what they want you to do. Get in magician mode, clear, and start making things happening out there. What is the message there for divine feminines collectively that you all have to heal? Okay, source, tell us what they know. Woo, Lord, he came out hosting. Look at that. Now, I don't think, oh, Lord, have mercy. That's a lot. I'll have to riddle that off. But he kept on saying, no, they need a lot. Remember, you reading for the collective, which is true. Okay, understand your wishes. I'm just going to riddle it off. Wishes. Here's your affirmation. I trust what is meant for me will show up at the right moments in my life. Bam. What you need to heal. Your senses. Affirmation. I choose to trust the energies of the situation rather than what my physical eyes see. Did we talk about illusions earlier? Bam. Drop the mic on that. Spirit just did that. Spirit just did that. I'm healing from divine feminine issues. Affirmation. I realize that everyone has their own issues to heal in this life. Didn't the divine master tell you I'm healing family issues right now? In some ways, I heard one of them say, so don't bother me right now. I know what it is, and I told you I ain't bothered by it right now. I got mustard seed faith that this going to work out. Let me just work on what I'm doing right now, okay? Here's your affirmation. I realize that everyone has their own issues to heal in this life. I cannot do the work for anyone else but who? Myself. Next thing you need to heal from, divine feminines. I honor my unique talents as they have been given to me from the divine to share with the world. Because right now you're healing your talents. Didn't I tell you this is time for you all to step up and to get into your greatness? So this is right now for divine feminines. The energies are pulling you at you right now. Currently, whenever you watch this video, is your talents. You need to heal your talents and step into your talents because I already told you you're playing yourself small, okay? The affirmation again for that is I honor my unique talents as they have been given to me from the divine to share with the world. Okay, so get off the pot. They keep on telling me, whoever this, one of my ancestors saying, tell them, get off the pot, piss, do number 2, they really saying something else, and get up and get to moving, boo. Okay, I don't know who this is for, but they say they need to somebody ancestor, it can be mine or yours, is tell them they know who this is from because they know I'm spicy like that. So moving on. Next thing, divine feminines, you need to heal from is honesty. Just talked about that with the divine masculine. Did we talk about that? And we in our truth. I said that's part of our title. Affirmation. I speak up when I have something to share. I am no longer fearful of what other people cannot handle. Then we just talked about this earlier about you worrying about somebody else's and what they thinking about that taboo card. Bam, spirit drops the mic again. Moving. Last one. We need to heal as divine feminines, branded. What is our affirmation? What other people think about me is none of my business. I choose to let it go now. Whatever that thing is going on that you feel that is taboo, Spirit say, I got you. We have your back. We have anointed you. We have said, whatever God puts together, no man puts asunder. You have allowed other people to think that you are in the wrong for where you are in your position or being with that divine masculine, or even they saying for the divine feminine, but this is divine feminine's night energy. So this is like ladies' night. So I'm talking to the ladies, to the divine feminine energies. This is what you got to understand. And somebody has branded you to say that you are wrong in that feeling. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. I'm kind of giving you some clues about how I feel about that. Okay, now, next thing, next 2 cards, and then I'm out. Okay. What's the message from the divine masculine? He sat here and they have listened. They've heard everything. So now, what's the message from the divine masculine to you? Clear about your current energies that you are divine feminines. What is their message? Bam. Excuse me. Woo, somebody got to do a loud release here. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'll put this sucker up here close. It's going to jam it. We got the union of hearts. I hear y'all clapping. So this divine is a connection of love that defies explanation. We talking about divine masculine, talk about union. Right, I hear from the back. They talk about after divine masculine, union. We talk about union. This on here, so whoever you are on here tonight. This is the thing here. Your divine masculine is talking about union, a coming together of hearts. Where's the heart? That's where the divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flame thing. It's an activation and sequence. Oh, that's interesting. Activation and sequence resides in the heart. This is the home. This is where the temple lies. This is where the divine lies. This is where the whole universe lies. And this is definitely where the connection lies. It lies between, okay, I'm shouting. It lies between me and you. And we create two. And that's the union. With you, boo. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. All right. You say all of this is true. Tell them all of this is true. So some of you all are believing in them. I'm hearing them yelling. Say all of this is true. Okay. Union. Go into your heart. Be centered in your heart. Be grounded in your heart. Your heart intelligence will lead you. It will guide you. It'll help you know. It'll help you grow and expand. Just like water. It fills and it goes into that container. And whatever that container of love that you have to supply for your loved one is the way in which they will come. We come as the way in which you allow us to. So if you have us as a pint, we'll come with a pint. If you have us with a cup, we'll come as a cup. That's how love flows, and that's how it's determined. I can hear it say, that's the way love is. That's a house music thing. Okay, honesty is essential. Some of you all have turned you back to the divine masculine. He said he understands that, but he still is going to offer you this beauty, this love, this rose. This rose is love. And he said he might still be in his mask and his emotions still, but he still knows. And that's why he knows that he's got to kind of get out of that. And he understands to be a loving person is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Didn't I just talk about this earlier about when he comes to you and he talks to you, the spirit source drops the mic again. I just talked to you all about that. I said when these divine masters, some of you all, when they come, let them listen to them. Some of them are going to be telling you the truth, but you got to read between the lines. Last thing, overall message. Clear. Source wants you to know, ooh, divine truth is shot right on the floor. Oh, Lord have mercy. Be inspired. Hope you can see this. This is inspired. Be inspired. Inspired ideas. Be inspired by the message that I just gave you tonight. Be inspired by the manifestation power that spirit has just dropped. And those of you all that's under the sound of my voice that just gave you right now. Be inspired to know that, hey, I can try. If you send it to me through the 5th D that you are, and see where we get confused, divine feminines, is understanding that the 5th D and the 3D of them is different. The 5th D is saying, I'm all hands in. I hear him saying, I'm all in. Like I'm digging in, like I'm in. The 3D, hey, some of them not so much, but they say don't get it twisted. I'm still in there. I'm in there. It might be a mustard grain I'm in there, but I'm in there. And that's why we get discouraged, because we're saying we get mixed up with the 5th and the 3D. But he's there. Don't get it twisted. He's there. He's there. You know, a lot of things just got to evolve. Some things they got to get, as Jada Pinkett said, they got to get out of that entanglement out of. This is where they are. But in the meantime, be what? Actively waiting. Keep your mind focused on where you need to be going. Laser beam focus. Some of us is looking at too much stuff. We're looking at the illusions, everything else is going around it. Again, thinking things are taboo. You got to be laser beam focused on this stuff. This is where we are. And if you got to turn your head like dogs do, like, did she tell me to come or did she tell me to sit? I ain't too sure. And if you got to change your perspective, this is how the dogs is, like, If you got to change it, again, that loyalty card up as far as your loyalty and say, okay, let me look for this position, that position, then do so. Some of us got to change our perspective. Some of us got to change our way in which we're being inspired to. Those are the things that you have to do. Okay. This was a joy. The spirit and source showed up all in there. I apologize. I said, 1:15, 5 minutes, man. I thought I was talking to 1:40. I said, these people going to kill me on here. I'm like, this chick had me 2 hours on here talking to her, but they was channeling through me. I told you when it came on, when you see me sweat, you better say, let me go get my popcorn and go sit down somewhere and let her go ahead and let spirit go ahead and work through her. Let her go. What you say? She's sweating, y'all. This good stuff she about to bring to us. Woo, that straight channel there. Plus, I knew it was acting up when this camera kept on acting up. We couldn't take all that stuff. Okay, what she got, Benita? What you say? And I'm getting the message for several people to stop listening to outside influences that are saying to do stuff that doesn't resonate with your soul. Very good, Benita. I'm gonna put that up there. Yeah, because that's my report on the street. Y'all have to know that. Benita gonna be here for our 4/4 event too, as well, talking about family. So I'm put it on like my people in my chapter be talking about. So I put it. She been voluntold. That that's what she gonna do. She gonna be here April the 4th. She gonna be talking too about family. So April knows. Okay. Very good. Let me see just real quick. This allow me as they say, a right of privilege, as they say in the chapter, so I can kind of look and see about anything, because when I'm channeling, I can't look at y'all on the side here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Anybody? Okay, you talk about that one. Okay, I see somebody handled that. Beautiful. Y'all just jumping in and talking to each other. Beautiful in the Sunshine Lounge. Okay. All right then. So I'm not going really on that, but that Kevin, who's this down here at the bottom? Okay, it's a new one here. Oh, snap. Hey, with my beloved. All right there. We better claim it. Because they already talk about union. This union, when I get that, especially when I do personal readings, I get happy, especially when I do that divine masculine energy. Love letter. I'm still doing that, people. So if you do want your love letter for your divine master, you still can get that $22 right there. That's a real quick way for you to kind of know what's going on. With what's going on inside with your divine masculine too as well, or divine feminines. I do divine feminine love letters too. I did that. Not too many for the guys from a divine masculine. That's a treat when I get to do the reversal from that, as far as from that. But yeah, most definitely on that one. So if you want that too, go over to divineunisouls11.co so you can get your love letter as well. Where's my thing at? So you get your love letter if you're interested in knowing about what's going on with your divine masculine. You feel like, ooh, now I'm pumped up. Now I want to see what he want to talk to me about specifically. You get that divine masculine love letter. They the bee's knees. They write on it. I know people in the Sunshine Lounge, some of them gotten them. They could tell you how spot on, how I use the voice, and I tap right on into the divine masculine energies. Oh, my heart chakra is moving. And I use the vernacular, the stuttering at places. They, oh my God, I thought that was him. I thought that was him talking to me. So make sure that you click, like, share, subscribe to this channel as well. So that helps you to know about when I come on and Spirit tells me come on now. I try to put it in the community tab. That's why you should make sure that you are subscribing so you can get that notification. Smash that bell for all so you can get it, because I try to tell you at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes and when I jump on in to let you know, because I let God, source, A-team, whomever, ancestors to say, go on now. Excuse me, that's not me digging in my nose. That's me being inspired by Spirit, and it's moving because I'm getting happy about what I just seen there. Make sure that you do that, okay? And don't forget to please come Friday. I'm like in the classroom. I want a nice turnout for this young lady that Source sent. And I know I don't really have to pretty much worry about that, because if Source sent me, then he gonna send the people that's going to want to listen to the message that she's giving about building trust and relationships. And any relationship, you got to rebuild over again. We're going to talk everything out with the young lady. She's coaching about professional things. We might even talk about her about that too as well. But she is award winning. She put that, slap that real. I'm award winning. I won some awards. I just didn't wake up one day and say I'm going to talk about relationships and stuff. She is good at her craft. Okay. So again, if Source is bringing us some good stuff, let's make sure that we show up for that. So that's Friday, 7:30 Central Time. She will be here this Friday with that. And I had to fly. Look in the community tab. Make sure you're on that so I can show you her lovely, beautiful picture and some good stuff that she have in her channel. We're going to share that too as well. All right. Thank you, everybody in the Sunshine Lounge. Thank you, Charm, Timeless. Thank you so very much. Mimi, she said, okay, all right, okay, all right then. Your finances have been improved. Remember, you manifesting. So again, you talk about when. Again, I get love just that these finances improve enough. Okay, all right then. They have improved. Remember, you manifestation. The veil is thin, so my finances have improved. They already there. I'm flowing with abundance right now. Okay. And sometimes, again, you got to throw out there for you to get back. Well, they show that infinity sign. That wasn't on that child's arm. I sure enough seen that. What was that? It's on somebody's arm. I can see it. What cards was them? Oh, that's these. Hold on. I see it. That's what we're talking about. Strength. Got to throw it out to come back. So what you throw out there, plenty is going to come back to you. You got to, again, on that. Take the thing on that. Say, okay, it's called the, oh, Lord, that thing where you're thankful and you know you're asking for your money to return back to you. You got to go with that consciousness. Okay, I'll spend $22. I'm not this for me, anything. Well, on this, and I know I'm going to get it back. I'm looking at you, Source, and I don't get it back. I was like, somebody got to talk to me. Where my $22 at? Now, you know I did that in goodwill to bless her and to bless me back in return. Where my money at? Where's that? I spend on ComEd $176 a month. Okay, I give it. They help people be able to have paycheck. They have their lights on in their home, just like I pay to have lights on my own home. So where's the return at? Where my money at? That's I be talking to Source. Where my money at? I gave it to them. Now I was a channel for you to bless them. Now I need to come back and return. So that's the same way that you have to do that. Okay, so you got to claim it. Hey, Violet Flame. All right, let me go because y'all know I could watch. Y'all change that verbiage. That's right, Benita. She's in my, and don't forget my support thing, my support, Sunshine support thing, $45, 11 sessions. Make sure you go over there because I'm probably going to have some guest people speaking to us then as well, because I'm gonna make sure, again, I'm going to make sure we're going to get this union. I just talked about it. Harriet Tubman. I'm going to shoot it, have my gun, my spiritual gun out there. We're going to get this union, whether you like it or not. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to get it. We're going to snatch it. Okay. Because we know that getting union is not taboo. That's what we got to get out of our mind. Somebody way thinking about this union is taboo. Somebody thinking about being in love with your divine masculine is taboo. Or your divine feminine. That's taboo. The way of being the twin flame is taboo. So you got to get all that stuff out your mind. All right, that's enough of me talking. I am gone. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. Mwah. Love you. And I will be talking to you real soon. All right. See you next time.